Hey, 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 it's Tia, baby, and I'm back with another video. So today I'm going to be doing the Q&A. You guys asked me some questions, so I'm going to answer them. If I don't get to all of you guys' questions, please don't be upset. I will do a part 2 Q&A in the future. So I will get to you guys' questions on the second part. So let's get started. Our first question is by Cola Jazz or Cola Joss 89. And she wrote, will I do a video about Selena's mom, Marcella, and what were her thoughts? Well, you are in luck because I just uploaded a video on, what was it, Tuesday night? So look out for that video, and I gave my opinion about what I think Marcella was thinking around the time that her daughter was had passed on up until present day. So check that video out. Our next question is by Angelhernandez, and she wrote, can you make a video about Whitney Houston? You needed to let me know what do you want me to talk about in regards to Whitney Houston, because there's a lot of layers to Whitney Houston. She had a lot going on in her life. So you have to let me know what you want me to talk about, because I love Whitney Houston. She makes awesome music. I know all of her hits. I love her voice, all of that, but I'm not a huge Whitney Houston fan, so I don't follow her career as I do, you know, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Selena. Like, those are like my main three. Yes, and Beyonce a little bit, off and on. Me and her have a love-hate relationship. So in terms of like me, sometimes I like her, sometimes I don't. But yeah, I don't follow Whitney's career like that, but you gotta let me know what you want me to talk about in regards to Whitney Houston, and then I'll see what I can do. Our next question is from AmbermcBride, and she wrote, because I'm writing down, because I'm going to forget if I don't write them down. I don't remember every single thing because there was a lot of questions. So I wrote them down. So excuse me looking up and down because I'm reading from the questions. So are you going to watch the Selena series? So as I stated in previous videos, when I did my commentary on the trailer, I said I will watch it because I am curious to know what this series is going to turn out, and I will give my commentary on each episode. So the first episode comes out December 4th, which is in a couple of weeks. So I will definitely put out a video either later that day or later that evening or Saturday, because I won't put out a video on the 27th, which is the Friday after next, because I'm taking that week off because it's Thanksgiving. So I will, after the 20th, which is next Friday, I won't put out a video until December 4th, which is the day that the Selena series come out. So look for that video. It should be out, it will be out either Friday evening, because I'm assuming that the Netflix series won't come out until maybe 7, 8-ish. Or something like that. So if it don't come out, if my video doesn't upload by the evening, it will definitely be uploaded by the next day on Saturday. Our next question is from the great legend 007, and he wrote, I'm assuming it's a he, do you think J-Lo stole all of Selena's ideas after doing the movie? Now, it's funny that you asked that, because I'm not going to lie. I mean, J-Lo is cool. I'm not a huge J-Lo fan in terms of her singing career. I love her as an actress, but not a singer. I will say that ever since she did the Selena movie, when I see her perform, all I can think about is Selena. And sometimes it gives me, a lot of times, it gives me an angry feeling and a sad feeling at the same time. And not, personally at J-Lo, but just because it's just a constant reminder that Selena isn't here, because I feel like Selena would have been on Beyonce level. Like, she would have been like selling, well, she was always selling out arenas, but I think she would have continued selling out arenas. And I think that she would have went way beyond what she was when she was here. And so J-Lo doing that, it's like, damn, like, that could have been Selena. It's not no, like, I don't dislike J-Lo. It's just that she just gives me a constant reminder of Selena not being here. And so I don't think she stole her ideas. I just think that she inspired is a better way of saying it. I think that because she did the Selena movie, that persuade her to go into singing. I don't know why, because in my opinion, she can't sing. She always needs help to make herself sound presentable. She needs help from backup dancers, backup singers, because her natural voice is not there. But I mean, hey, whatever she's doing it well, because she's selling records. So kudos to her, but it's just a constant reminder that Selena's in here, and that's what hurts. And that's what hurts to see J-Lo, because, the obvious. All right, so the next question is by Juan Rivera. So he says, how long have you been a Selena fanatic? So unfortunately, I will have to say since the Selena movie, but that was before I knew all of, the shenanigans. That was before because I was 11 when the movie came out. But I will say I have heard of Selena before the movie came out. The first time I've heard of her was the day after she died. I was listening to the radio in my room. It was on a Saturday. It was sunny outside. I remember I was 9 years old. No, I wasn't 9 yet, because she died in March, but I heard the announcement on the radio on April 1st, which was on a Saturday. I was still 8, so I wasn't yet 9, because my birthday is on Cinco de Mayo. So I was listening to the radio, just casually listening to the radio, and I believe it was I Can Fall in Love. They played that song. And after they played it, the radio personality, briefly said who she was and that she had passed away yesterday and all of that. I don't remember what they said about who or whatever, because I was 8. I don't remember that. So that's the first time I heard about her, but I didn't really pay no attention to her like that. I paid attention to the song because it sounds sad in a way, and what happened to her was sad, but I never seen what she looked like, because I'm not from Texas, so she wasn't big where I am from. But where I am from were, a lot of Hispanics, but Latinos and Latinas, or not Latinx. There were a lot of them, and there still is where I'm from, but they never talked about Selena. They never mentioned, Selena. I never heard any movies. I never heard any music about her. With her singing in it, except for that one time when she had passed and they played an English song. And then the second time I heard about her was a year later, when they had the Behind the Music segment of her on VH1, and I watched it. And that's the first time I seen her. And I watched the story, but I was 10 at the time. So I didn't know her music, again, because I never heard it on the radio. And because I didn't listen to Tejano at that time. I was listening to, R&B, rap. I love all music except country. I like certain country songs, but whatever. Yeah, so I didn't, that was the second time I heard about her, and they talked about how she died, and they showed the short person that she was standing next to, aka Yolanda, and all of that. So that was the second time I heard about her. Then the movie came out, and I think my mother took me to go see it, and I was 10 at the time. No, 11, or about to turn 11. And we went to the movies to go see it, and I loved the movie. I didn't even know J-Lo was J-Lo. I didn't know her name. I just know she did a good job playing her. And so I thought that was the J-Lo singing that. I didn't know that was actually Selena's voice until I got older. So I loved the movie. My mother bought me the movie for Christmas. It was on VHS. And I had to wait till the very end of the movie, and then that's when they had played the disco melody, and I used to practice that in my room. I would sing along to it. That's how I knew the words to those songs, because of Selena. I mean, I knew Donna Summer sung those songs, some of those songs, and I knew like the chorus part, but I didn't know the actual verses until I saw the disco melody by Selena. Then my mother bought me the soundtrack, the Selena soundtrack. And that was my first album, Selena album, because I didn't, like I said, I'm not from Texas, so I didn't even see a lot of Selena albums in the stores. I'm sure they probably were there, but I just didn't see them. And I played that album from beginning to end. That's how I learned A Boy Like That. That's how I learned Only Love. That's how I learned Is It the Beat? That's how I learned those songs from beginning to end from that album. And I was, 11 at the time. And that I used to, like I say, they had the disco melody on that album, and I used to practice it, would put my bra on. But that was, when I got a little older, when I did the bra thing, when I was in my teens, I would still watch that movie, and then I would still listen to that album that I got when I was 11. I believe I was 11, yeah. And then, I would pretend that I was her, and I would, have a concert in my room and stuff like that. So I would say I became, it's been 23 years, so 1997 through to this day. But I did hear about her before 97, but I became admired by the artist in 97 from the movie. Then I became a bigger fan from the book, Chris's book, and I felt close to Selena as a person. So, yeah. Our next question is by Lucia Garcia, and she says, how did you become a Selena fan, or what made you like her as an artist? So I already explained why and all that, and what made me like her as an artist. I love her voice. She has an awesome voice. She knows how to manage it well. Her singing voice, it seems like she makes no mistakes in her singing voice. She has a lot of confidence in her voice. I love that. She's a perfectionist, just like Michael Jackson, just like Janet in terms of performing. And she's a perfectionist in her voice, because it's like I never hear a mess up or anything like that, live or recording. Her personality, she makes things feel like you can do anything, and that, she makes hard work seem easy. And I just admire that she's just nice. She just seemed like a nice person. And I'm not nice all the time. So kudos to her, because I'm not a nice person all the time. Okay. She also had another question. She has a few questions, so I'm going to read throughout her questions. Do you think Abraham is trying to make Isabel Marie a new Selena? So I've heard about Isabel Marie. Someone else sent me a clip of her singing at some ball, and she was singing a couple of Selena songs. I don't remember the song. I think Solo Through was one of them. I think. Don't quote me. I could be wrong. But she don't sound like Selena. She don't give me Selena. She does look like Chris' daughter in a way, but I'm not gonna say that. But that she does kind of favor her, but no, she don't give me Selena. I don't think that when I saw the performance, when somebody else sent me that, I didn't get Selena. He was trying to make her a new Selena. Maybe he's trying to build up his management from the ground again, because it hasn't been the same since Selena died. So maybe he's trying to build up some new artists so he can get back in the scene again. You know, who the heck knows? But I didn't get that aura that he's trying to build up a new Selena, because there will never be another. The next question she has is, do you think Selena's family wants to live off of her, or do you think it's okay for them to make money off her? Now, yes and no. Yes, they are living off of her, because that's the only way they making the money, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I don't really see no new artists coming out from them that's popping like that. All they ever do is talk about Selena. All they ever do is, you know, put out merchandise, put out this and that from Selena. He is the sole owner of the brand, of the name, of everything. So whatever somebody say or do in regards to Selena, he gets a chunk. He gets a chunk of the money. So yes, they are living off of her. Do I think it's right for them to do that? Yes and no. I mean, he legally is fine, because he is the dad, the manager. He has the documents, legal documents, to prove that he is in charge of the name. Selena is a brand now. So legally is fine, but morally I think it's wrong, because it's kind of like you're making more money off her death than you were when she was alive. Because if she was alive, he wouldn't get as much money as he's getting now, because she would have her portion. He has her portion or whatever. At one point when Selena had just passed away, he gave Chris Selena's portion of whatever she made plus his. But I don't know if that still stands, because he had remarried. So once you remarry, I think all ties is done. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Don't quote me on it, but that's just my assumption. But it's a yes and no answer to that question. What are your next goals for your channel? Well, I did put a poll to ask if you guys wanted me to do a DIY of like Selena bustiers. I wasn't going to sell them, Abraham, so I'm not selling them, Abraham. I'm just showing my ability, because I love art. That's another thing I do. I like to draw. I love the art scene, so I wanted to just practice making some replicas of Selena's infamous bustiers, and also make some bustiers that she would have want to wear if she was still living. So I'm thinking about doing that. The next question she wrote is, when in 2025 comes, Yolanda might be out of prison, do I feel she is going to be in danger, or do I think they are going to put her in protection, like send her off somewhere out of state? So I told her, I responded to that question on Instagram, but I'll let everyone know. It's funny that she wrote that question, because I was thinking about doing a video about that. So that will be my next video for next Friday, which is the 20th. I will do a video about my thoughts about Yolanda and her preparation for possible parole in 5 years. So look out for that video. All right, so these are some questions from Sunshine, and this first question is, what advice would you give to your younger self? So first of all, thank you for asking a question about me, because I did also ask if anybody want to ask questions about me, because like I said, I'm not trying to make this a Selena channel, but it looks like that's where it's gearing towards, because that's what everybody wants me to talk about. So I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying, what advice would I give my younger self? to stop worrying so much. I worry a lot. Like a lot. Like I have a high blood pressure at the age of 34, taking high blood pressure medicine because I worry a lot. I'm very paranoid. I'm paranoid. I have low self-esteem, so I would say to my younger self to love yourself and stop worrying so much, and you know, stop being so envious of others, because I am an envious person, not like Yolanda envious, but you know, it seemed like I struggle to get what I want, and sometimes it always fail. But it seemed like when other people, it don't seem like they try so hard and whatever, and they get everything they want, and it just bothers me that everything good always happening to this person, that person. It could be somebody that I'm close to, and then it seemed like I'm always stuck struggling. So I need to stop being so envious, because I did recently read in my Bible, in my phone, that God, you know, gives everybody gifts at different moments of their life. Like everybody's not gonna be successful in, you know, the same way, or have gifts that come out instantly. I mean, it takes time. So God has timing for everyone to shine. So I need to be mindful of that and stop being envious and learn how to be happy for everyone, and know that when it's my time to, you know, shine or be successful and all that, it'll come. So, yes. What word would you use to describe Selena Quintanilla Perez? The word I would use to describe her is patient, because she is like the queen of patience. She's dealt with a whole lot of, like, she dealt with, you know, family issues. She dealt with, you know, backstabbing friends. She dealt with, you know, trying to hold down a marriage. She dealt with the singing career, the fans, the boutiques in all these cities, and she's been pulled in different directions, and she still remained humble. She still remained patient. She still remained positive. And even if she did have some moments where she would break down, you didn't see those moments. You always saw it. I mean, they were behind closed doors. I mean, luckily Chris told us about it, but we wouldn't have known had he not said it. So, patience. So the next question is, what are your top 5 favorite Spanish Selena songs? So I think I put down 5. So the first one is No Debes Jugar. And I did sing that in one of my videos. No debes jugar con mi amor. No debes jugar con mi cariño. Si me tienes o no, ya dímelo. Para seguir yo mi cariño. So the next one is no me queda más, no me queda más. And then the next one is Como la Flor. And even though that's cliche, because that's the first Spanish song that I sung of Selena. And I learned that whole song in college because I took Spanish. I've taken Spanish in high school. And I took Spanish in college, and we had to recite a song from a Hispanic famous person, and I chose Selena. My Spanish teacher, he was into Afro-Latina, so he was like, even though he accepted my choice, but it seemed like he wanted me to pick an Afro-Latina like Celia Cruz, La Lupe, I think that's her name. You know, people like that, whatever. But I wanted to choose Selena. So my next one is Tetno Cumbia. And the last one is Suriaki, which is She did a Spanish version. There's different versions. There's an English version. There's an actual Asian version. I don't know what, I think Chinese version, I don't know. And then it's her version. Porque estoy aquí, torres derrotada, y por ti ya me vida, ya no dale nada, yo quiero aquí, y que nunca seré feliz, hasta mi buenas a mi lago. Whatever. So I did that. I think I did a video on that. Okay, so now she says, what are your 5 favorite English songs? Okay, I think I have 6 because there's so many. A Boy Like That, and I stated about that. A boy like that, a boy like that, a boy like that, boy like that. Only Love, I did a video on that years ago. Only love can make me turn around and make these tears come tumbling down. Only love can make you stay with me. I doubt myself that you believe. Only love. The next one. Where did the feeling go? Where did the feeling we used to know? Where is the music that played? What happened to the love they used to show? Where did the feeling go? Is it the beat? Is it the beat or the beat of your heart? Is it the music? Is it body talk? How did you move me and when did it start? You got the beat or the beat of your heart. My captive heart, my captive heart. You got the feeling, these emotions are very soul. You got me drowning in ocean. Can't bring the flame, and I play from the sun. As long as he's calling, calling, my captain heart. I'm getting used to you. I'm getting used to you. Oh, I'm loving every single thing about you. I'm getting used to you, and I can never get used. I'm living without you. Oh, oh. And missing my baby. Missing my baby. Oh, missing my baby. I gotta hold you tight and never let you out of my sight. Missing my baby. Whoa, I'm missing my baby. I gotta feel your heartbeat next to mine. Okay, enough with that. What are your top 5 Selena songs out of the whole discography? No Debes to God, Suriaki, My Captive Heart, No Me Queda Más, and Amor prohibido murmuran por las calles. Porque somos extintas sociedades. Whatever. All right. What are your thoughts on Selena's songs? My Love from her debut album. My Love. I mean, I haven't really thought about that song like that. I've heard of it a few times, but it's not one of the songs that made me say, oh, I love this song. I want to listen to it again and again and again. So it's okay, but it's not one of those songs that I would listen to on the regular. She also asked, What are my top scenes of the Selena movie? The stage collapsing scene where she got the crowd together and she sung Como la flor con tanto amor me riste tú se marchitó. And I heard a lot. I saw a lot of hate in my comment section talking about, oh, that was terrible. They thought it was Christian. Forget you. And any scene that's Chris and Selena, well, John Stamos, John Seda and J Lo was in. I love those scenes. And what will you be most excited about when it comes to the Netflix series coming out on December 4th? Of course, I'll be excited about my commentary because I have a lot to say. That's it. Rank Selena's albums from best to worst. There is no worst, so I'm not even going to say worst. So the 3 albums that I like is Amor Prohibido, Dreaming of You, and Entre a Mi Mundo, which is Enter to My World. Yes. And the top Selena outfits is, I love the one where it has like, she wearing like a see-through black top with, you can see her black bustier, and then like the shimmery type dress with the black, I think she had on like sheer black stockings and, you know, the black heels, and she had her hair in a slick bun. I love that outfit. I also love the outfit when she was at Disney World performing there, and she had on a bedazzled collared blazer that matches the bustier with her. I don't think they were leggings. They may have been leggings or they may have been stretched jeans. I don't know. And some cowboy boots. I love that outfit. It complements her body. And then I also love the other one with her hair slicked back, and she had like a long poofy like dress. It's like poofy in the back or something. It was like a long poofy dress, and her hair was slicked in a bun. I'll show you the pictures on it so you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's many others, but those are like the 3 that stood out to me. So yeah, that is all for the questions. I hope that I was a little bit entertaining, and I will get back with you with another video, and I will surely do a part 2 if there are any more questions that I miss. Okay, so stay tuned for my next video next week when I talk about Yolanda, and I'll get back with you. Peace.